What if I told you that Kirk Frost, yes, the same Kirk who swore on his marriage, his kids, and a whole VH1 contract, just got officially claimed in public by a whole other woman? And that woman ain't Rasheeda. Oh, it's real. It's messy. And it just broke the internet. Because after weeks of sneaky videos, blurry paparazzi photos, and side-eye shade on set, Renni Rucci just stood up, straightened her wig, looked the world dead in the eye, and said, "We're done hiding. Done hiding, y'all." Translation: that little It's Complicated situationship just turned full-blown love and hip-hop war zone, and poor Rasheeda? Left scrolling her timeline while her man is out here being claimed like a VIP prize on clearance. But don't worry, it gets worse. Because this ain't just a love triangle. Oh no, this is love arson, and Renni just lit the match with a kiss, a caption, and a confession that has everyone from industry insiders to reality TV trolls asking the same thing. What the hell is Kirk Frost thinking? Grab your snacks, your receipts, and your blood pressure meds. Cause this one? It's a disaster in heels. Let's rewind the mess, shall we? Before Renni ever opened her mouth and dropped the now iconic, "We're done hiding" line, the rumors were already on fire. Whispered conversations, blurry screenshots, shady glances during tapings. The streets were buzzing like a group chat on Nuclear. At first, it all seemed harmless. Kirk Frost and Renni Rucci were spotted in the same VIP section at a music showcase in Atlanta. No big deal, right? Just two industry names in the same room. Happens every day. Until it didn't. Because the next day, Renni dropped a photo on her Insta story. Just a glass of champagne, a blurry hotel curtain, and one very distinctive watch resting on a man's thigh. And guess who just happened to post a gym selfie a few hours earlier, wearing the same damn watch? You already know. Kirk, that ain't me, Frost. Now, you'd think Kirk would have gone ghost after that. Maybe disappear, regroup, post some fake deep quote on Instagram like "growth is silent." But nope. Man doubled down. Less than 48 hours later, he was back on IG Live, sitting in a car that looked suspiciously like the same one Renni had posted earlier that week. Same diamond-studded steering wheel cover. Same beige seats. Same audacity. And while he didn't say anything incriminating, his silence was louder than a Maury audience during a paternity test. But here's the twist no one saw coming. It wasn't Kirk who cracked. It was Renni. Because when she stepped onto the red carpet at a BET pre-party just a few nights later, paparazzi shouted the question that had been circling for weeks. "Renni, are you and Kirk dating?" And without missing a beat, without even blinking, Renni smiled and said, "We're done hiding." Boom. That one line exploded across blogs, Twitter threads, and reaction TikToks like a nuclear bomb. Screenshots, think pieces, hashtag wars, and Rasheeda? Silent. Radio silent. Not a single word. But let's talk about Renni Rucci for a second. This isn't her first time in the center of scandal. Remember her explosive fallout with her last partner? When leaked texts revealed he was juggling her and two other women, one of whom was her own hairstylist? That feud turned into a full-blown social media war, IG Lives, diss tracks, and even an alleged fight at a backstage lounge. Renni walked out of that mess with her reputation bruised, but not broken. She played the bad girl, the rebel, the "I say what I want" queen. And now she's back in the headlines. Only this time, she's not the heartbroken one. She's the homewrecker. Or is she? Because here's where it gets complicated, and juicy, and scandalous. Sources close to the Frost family, and by sources, we mean people who work at the same nail salon Rasheeda visits every Thursday, say that Kirk and Rasheeda were already separated before this bombshell even dropped. That the marriage was hanging by a thread. That divorce papers were already being drafted behind the scenes. But then why lie? Why keep up the happy couple front? For social media. For the cameras. For the fans. Oh right, because Rasheeda and Kirk are a brand. A business. A franchise built on black love and surviving cheating scandals. If Kirk suddenly dipped with a younger rapper, it wouldn't just be a betrayal, it'd be brand suicide. And now, that brand is crumbling. Part 1 ends here, with one final twist. A newly leaked DM, obtained by an anonymous tipster and sent to Thea DeHub's backup page, shows Kirk messaging Renni as far back as 6 months ago. Don't worry, Rasheeda and I are done. Just keep it quiet for now. 6 months ago. Dude. Was this whole relationship hidden in plain sight? Stay locked in, because in the next video, we're diving deep into the scandal's aftermath. What Renni's ex had to say, how Rasheeda's inner circle is scrambling, and why Kirk might have just walked straight into a legal nightmare. So now that the bomb has dropped, Renni publicly claiming Kirk, that DM leak proving this thing has been brewing for half a year. What happened next? Oh, just the total meltdown of half of Love and Hip Hop's cast. Because when that DM surfaced, it didn't just confirm the relationship, it proved that everybody who's been smiling in Rasheeda's face for months knew the whole damn time. Let's start with Erica Dixon, who posted a not-so-cryptic Instagram story just hours after Renni's red carpet confession. It read, "Some women will step on another woman's neck just for a man who can't spell loyalty. But go off, sis." No names, no tags. But come on, we all knew who that was aimed at. And guess who reposted it with 3 laughing emojis and the words, "Stay mad." Yep, Renni. She wasn't hiding anymore. And clearly, she wasn't holding back either. But Erica wasn't the only one clapping back. Rasheeda's longtime friend and business partner, Kandi Burruss, took it a step further, allegedly confronting Kirk behind the scenes during a private event in Buckhead. Eyewitnesses claim Kandi walked straight up to Kirk, pointed a perfectly manicured finger in his face, and said, "You disrespect that woman one more time, and I swear on everything I love, I'll bury your little Frost bistro in lawsuits so fast you'll be cooking hot dogs on a street corner." Dramatic? Sure. Iconic? Also yes. Because this scandal wasn't just personal, it was professional. Rasheeda and Kirk weren't just husband and wife. They were business partners, brand ambassadors, co-owners of a restaurant, a clothing line, several real estate investments, and according to one source, Kirk's little side fling just jeopardized it all. Apparently, several contracts were drawn up with a clause stating the couple had to appear as a united front. No divorces, no public scandals, no separate branding. Because the power couple aesthetic is what sold the product, not the food, not the clothes. So when Kirk went rogue, the fallout started immediately. A major event sponsor reportedly pulled out of a Frost Bistro collaboration dinner. One boutique chain quietly removed Rasheeda's clothing line from 2 Atlanta area locations. Meanwhile, Renni? She was thriving. Her streaming numbers jumped 30% in days. Her IG following exploded. And, get this, she got offered a rumored $40,000 appearance fee to show up solo at a Miami club. The same club that originally booked Rasheeda and Kirk together for their anniversary hosting gig. Petty? Absolutely. Effective? 100%. But Renni didn't stop there. In what might go down as one of the most savage moves in Love and Hip Hop history, Renni went live from inside Kirk's office. Yes, his office. In his house. She didn't say much. Just scrolled through Instagram, smiled, and said, "He said I could redecorate. I'm thinking velvet walls." That wasn't just a flex. That was a declaration of war. Meanwhile, Rasheeda? Still silent. Until 2 days later, when she posted a picture from her glam room, wearing a full face of makeup and a t-shirt that said, "Unbothered, not bitter." Caption, "Let God handle the clowns." And just like that, the comment section turned into a battlefield. Screaming queen behavior, while the other half begged her to spill the tea. And right in the middle of all that chaos, a new piece of the puzzle dropped. A leaked audio recording allegedly from a Frost Bistro staff meeting. In the clip, a woman's voice, believed to be Rasheeda, can be heard saying, "I don't care who he's with. He can go play house with Renni Rucci all day, but he's not taking this business with him." Boom. Legal fire incoming. Because now we're talking about asset separation, ownership rights, breach of contract. This isn't just a cheating scandal anymore. This is a full-blown war over millions. And who else decided to weigh in? None other than Renni's ex. You remember him. The one who publicly called her a walking contradiction with a cute face and a messy soul after their breakup. Well, this time, he slid into the viral spotlight again, tweeting, "Man left Rasheeda for that? Boy must have hit his head." Renni clapped back instantly, calling him a failed SoundCloud rapper mad he fumbled a queen. Then she posted a photo of Kirk's hand resting on her thigh with the caption, "This what loyalty looks like." Sirens. Alarms. Screams from every group chat in America. At this point, everyone wanted to know where was Kirk. The man had gone completely quiet. No posts. No interviews. No statements. Until TMZ dropped a grainy surveillance screenshot of Kirk walking out of a courthouse in downtown Atlanta, holding what appeared to be legal documents in a blue folder. Divorce papers? Business filings? Prenup revisions? Nobody knew for sure. But the internet had already decided. Theories were flying everywhere. Some fans claimed Kirk was secretly moving to Miami with Renni. Others said Rasheeda had locked him out and was changing the locks. One viral TikTok even suggested Mona Scott Young was flying all three of them to L.A. for an emergency reunion episode. And honestly, at this point, nothing would surprise us. Because this isn't just a love triangle anymore, it's a PR nightmare, a business implosion, and a reality TV ratings dream. And just when things couldn't possibly get messier, Renni went live again. But this time, she had something to say. Y'all wanna know why we didn't say anything before? Eyes narrowed at the camera, because people like to twist the truth.
But now?
We ain't hiding. He chose me, and guess what? I chose him back. That's where the video ends. And the video? Oh, it's about to explode. Legal threats, brand collapses, reality show chaos, plus a shocking confession from someone on Rasheeda's team that flips the entire story upside down. So, after Renni's Instagram Live detonated the internet with her words, "He chose me, and I chose him back," we all thought we'd hit peak scandal. But turns out that was just the spark. The real fire was just getting started. Because right after that live ended, Rasheeda's inner circle broke rank. An anonymous message, allegedly from one of her longtime glam team members, was posted to a celebrity blog under the headline, "Rasheeda been new, but she was playing the long game." The post claimed Rasheeda had been quietly collecting receipts for months, DMs, text messages, emails, even Frost Bistro surveillance footage. Not to win him back, but to make sure when she left, she took everything with her. And that's not all. The source also claimed Rasheeda hired a private forensic accountant months ago.
Why?
To track down every dollar Kirk had been moving between their joint accounts. And allegedly, some of those funds were being wired to a third-party label that just so happened to be affiliated with Renni Rucci's latest EP drop.
You can't make this up.
While the world thought Rasheeda was sitting quiet, being unbothered and letting God handle the clowns, Sis was playing chess while the others were busy playing Instagram checkers. But the biggest plot twist? VH1, yes, the network itself, dropped a teaser trailer for the upcoming reunion. And in the final 4 seconds of the promo, you hear Mona Scott Young's voice. If y'all thought Rasheeda was the victim, think again.
Boom.
Cut to black. Social media imploded. Because now the question was, what the hell did Mona mean? Is Rasheeda not the one being betrayed here? Is this scandal deeper than we ever imagined?
Turns out, yes.
2 days later, Renni posted a cryptic screenshot of her text messages. It showed a thread between her and someone saved as Frost Queen. Only one line was visible. "I never wanted it to go this far. I thought he'd choose me."
Wait, what?
Everyone's theories flipped. Was Rasheeda actually involved with someone else the whole time? Was this entire storyline a double-edged betrayal? Cue the chaos. Bloggers began digging. Tweets started surfacing. One viral post even claimed Rasheeda had been quietly meeting with her ex from 2006, an Atlanta club promoter turned gym owner, for co-parenting advice. That man just so happened to be spotted outside Frost Bistro the same day Kirk filed his mysterious court documents. Now we're neck deep in a double betrayal. But let's not forget, there's money on the line. Renni? She wasn't playing fair. Just 1 week after her IG Live, she announced a brand new merch line with the slogan, "We're done hiding." T-shirts, hoodies, phone cases, all bearing her and Kirk's initials intertwined in a heart. And y'all, it sold out in under 36 hours. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's site? Temporarily down. Fans speculated she was rebranding. Others believed she was pulling her products to avoid scandal links. But the most sinister rumor? Kirk had access to her website backend and shut it down to mess with her bag. Rasheeda never confirmed it, but the timing was suspicious. Then came the final nail in the coffin. A leaked audio file surfaced, this time allegedly from a production assistant on set at the reunion taping. In it, you hear Kirk yelling, "She played me too. Don't sit there acting innocent. You think I didn't know about Marcus? You think I ain't got screenshots?" Yeah, he dropped a name, Marcus. The alleged ex. The gym owner. The ghost from Rasheeda's past. And if Kirk has screenshots? Well, this might be the dirtiest breakup in love and hip-hop history. The reunion episode hasn't aired yet, but insiders say the taping was so chaotic Mona Scott had to pause filming 3 times. Security was called. One cast member allegedly stormed off set and threw their mic into a camera. And guess what? Renni didn't just show up. She showed up with Kirk. Hand in hand, coordinated outfits, matching iced-out watches. And apparently they even kissed on camera. It's giving power couple rebrand, but it's also giving zero shame. So where does that leave Rasheeda? According to whispers from people close to production, she didn't cry. She didn't beg. She didn't break. She simply looked at the camera, smiled, and said, "I hope they last, because now he's her problem." Mic drop. But before you get too comfortable thinking that's the end, there's one more twist. Earlier today, a brand new video started making rounds, showing Renni and Kirk arguing outside a restaurant in Buckhead. Not just arguing, screaming. Kirk can be heard yelling, "You said we weren't going to go public yet." Renni claps back, "You already left your wife. What are we waiting for?" So now we're asking, was this whole thing a setup? Did Renni push Kirk to go public? Was he trying to juggle both lives and got exposed mid-transition? Or worse, is Renni realizing she won, but maybe won a man who has never